Guys, deluded, I'm back again now. It started against Blackburn in 1996, and in 2018 it's going to end against Huddersfield, I believe. Arsène Wenger's reign at Arsenal, 22 years of age. Now I'm 23, so all I've known is Arsène Wenger. All I've known is Arsène Wenger in Champions League, and within the last 18 months to 2 years, I've now experienced Europa League, and I'm now going to see live post Arsenal, post Arsene. It's been very hard for some fans to not ingrain the two. That is why I've previously said I envy you guys that are born in the 80s and 70s and things, because you've seen a lot. But yeah, obviously he revolutionised. Before we even talk about the Premier League, Arsenal, like, I wasn't there, but it's common sense. Why do you think you hear these chants 1-0 to the Arsenal? At a time it was boring Arsenal. If we quantified that in today's times, there's been some sides that we all diss for playing long balls. He came, he shaped it up. He changed. He got us playing numerous formations, playing lovely combination football, Wenger ball, pace, power with the technical quality to match, building sides with people plucked from all over the world for next to nothing. He revolutionised the league. Gave first one to come here and give Ferguson, foreign manager come here and give Ferguson something to think about, really. So gave something for United to be scared about. We all saw the rivalries. Chelsea come up in the thing a bit later, but you saw the rivalries, United and Arsenal. And even if we didn't win the league title, a couple times we fell short, and we was going against a well-organised beast with way more money than us, with a higher prestige of winning stuff. In fact, post-Fergie, I believe he actually had more trophies than United. But you get the point. He came there and he kind of disrupted the monopoly. And Fergie's already said it. A couple times he missed out on the league. He knew he had to go harder the next year because of Wenger. They brought the best out of each other, similar to Messi and Ronaldo, in my opinion. But he's done his thing. Obviously, these stats ain't going to make sense because he's going to play the last game against Huddersfield or manage it. 57.2% win ratio in his 1,234 appearance, 234 games. That we've scored 2,297. We've conceded 1,227. We've lost 248, and we've won 706. So that's decent. I also read up, regardless of what you think about the man, Wenger is single-handedly responsible for 40% of the trophies within Arsenal's cabinet. Regardless of what you think of the man's first couple of years at the club to his second commencing chapter, he's still won trophies. We've won 3 FA Cups in quick succession. So he's dying by his own standards that he set at the club and that we've set. And regardless of what you have to say about him, man, if someone is worth 40%, and they spent 22 years at a club that's been around for just over 100 years, I don't know it. Whenever we started, 1914 or whenever till whenever. Over 100 years, and he's been here for 22. Regardless of what you think about him, man, if he's responsible for 40% of it, he has a claim to be the greatest manager in Arsenal's history, or definitely one of them. And I'll leave that for debate for you lot. He's won 17 trophies, 3 Premier Leagues, 02, 98 and 04, if I remember correctly. 7 FA Cups, the manager to win the most. So yeah, he's done his thing. Like he's done what he needed to do. He's needed to be. Again, we could have achieved more in the Champs and definitely in the Europa League, but he's had to be a banker, he's had to be an economist, he's had to be a businessman, he's had to be a tactician, he's had to be everything that a football manager shouldn't be. And while it hasn't gone the way it should have over the last couple of years, and he has to really hold his hands up, because I believe from 06 to 012, there's not really a leg to stand on in regards to a lack of money. He's done a great job. Many banks were requiring him, to commit his future to Arsenal before they gave us any sort of loan. So he's done a lot. I've told you guys, I do believe when the man he's calling it a day, but a lot of truths will come out. He's got a lot of shortcomings, he's got a lot of things to answer for, but we'll see a lot of truths. He probably will never bring it out, because on his last press conference and things, he refusing to dig out players. But yeah, he revolutionised English football, the hallmark of good football. You hear about Pep Guardiola and all of these things, and quite rightly so, they're good. But now good football is the benchmark. Like, good football is the minimum, whether you support or watch Liverpool, Arsenal not playing good football, but you get the point. City, United of old under Ferguson, and this Klopp Liverpool side, all very different ways of playing football, but all could be claimed as good. But you get what I'm saying? That's the hallmark now. I mean, that's the benchmark now. You've got to be able to do that. And who do you think that's because of? He come here playing good football, trying to marry the two together, using his brainchild that he was inspired from watching Gladbach. He used to watch Gladbach and a lot of German games in his youth days, and watching Reiners Michels. He came and done a madness. he made good football the benchmark. I mean, the minimum requirement for fans, for everybody to crave. He revolutionized training methods, methodologies, dietary needs. He gave players a careers. He extended careers. He enabled people to be the best player they can be. Not even before his Arsenal days. All you got to look at is who he guided and gave debuts to: Thierry Henry, Trezeguet, Lilian Thuram. Like, it speaks for itself. George Weah, obviously at Monaco, done his thing. And what was there's another player who won Nigerian Player of the Year. There's a lot of players. Obviously Thierry, obviously Assess. He's done a lot. We didn't win the champs in 06, and it would be a great movie. I've told you guys before. In my head, we've won it, but that was probably one of the best, not one of the best, but one of the best times I've been proud to be an Arsenal fan, in the sense that we went to Juventus, we went to Madrid, we went to places where we didn't get given a chance with makeshift squads, and we stood up to be counted. Fight, commitment, passion, working for each other. And it was a great, while I said it should be a good movie because it didn't end the way we wanted it to, but it shows what you can do if you believe in each other and things. Obviously, we need to go back a couple of years. You all remember when we smacked Inter Milan and things like that. But thank you, Arsène, man. Thank you from 96 to 2004. Thank you for 05, 06 to 2012 for the financial period. 013, for me, I've been really harsh on you because I think we should have achieved more. The money's been there. We might not have money like City and United and all these other sides, but we do have money to get deals done. And we've had seasons where we didn't sign players, outfield players, and that's a direct result of you relying on too many players, whether it was Giroud to lead the line, Theo to lead the line, our keepers in goal, and things like that. So 06 to 012, fantastic period. 013, you've won us some FA Cups, you've won us Community Shields, but you've shown in regards to winning the league title, it might just be past you. But you can look, I know you said you don't want to look back at Arsenal because you don't want to be filled with regret and upset and stuff, and that's a good way to look at it. You said the only time is the present, the past brings regrets, the future brings anxiety. That's one of my favourite quotes by you. I wish you the best. Regardless of the comments and what you've achieved or could have achieved or haven't achieved, you've achieved a lot. You go down as one of the biggest legends in the Premier League game. You're a hallmark in England, not even just football, in the same way that people know Sir Alex Ferguson, Muhammad Ali, Martin Luther King for their respective disciplines and what they've achieved in the world. Wenger's the same, man, and I'm happy and proud to have had the privilege of watching sides made under him, and I've had him as a manager. He might be past it now, but he's still an Arsenal man. He's still the father. He's still the granddad, as you hear me call him many a time, because he basically is my third granddad. The little professor, all of that stuff, man. Thank you, Arsène, man. Thank you. As the curtain goes down, I must admit it hasn't sunk in to a degree. It does feel like a bit of an overkill. But yeah, man, I'm keen to see who the next manager is, whether it's Allegri, whether it's Arteta, whether it's someone completely different. I don't know. We're seeing all different names in the thing. But mercy, Arsène, man. Credit to you, man. You can go down, keep your head high. You need to name something in the stadium after you. You've obviously facilitated the move to the Emirates as well. I love you, man. There's not much more I can say on that. And on that note, guys, deluded. Get in the comments, subscribe, and do the rest, man. I'm out.